Everybody, let's do this, shall we? We have a draft to get to tonight because this team sucked and finished 2-15 a year after making the playoffs. I am excited to see how this draft goes for us because I suspect the AI will let us down quite badly again, but you never know. What I wanted to do was look around the league and see how certain players have developed and stuff like that as kind of our warm-up, right? So I don't remember if I looked around the league, but we're going to do so now anyway. I think we looked at Mahomes was the leader in passing yards, if I'm not mistaken. Mahomes only threw 40 to Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold led the league in touchdowns. Oh my God. And Osborne led the league in interceptions. You hate to see it. Really quickly then. Actually, let's look at the league leaders. I'm going to bounce around the league a little bit. Rushing wise, Zeke led in terms of yardage. Derrick Henry led in terms of touchdowns, though. Receiving wise, Michael Thomas with 112 receptions led the way. Tyreek Hill, Diggs, and Paul Cooper all over 1,000 yards. Touchdown leader, Anthony Joyner, Christian Kirk. Trusting in EA developed AI is always a bad idea. Well, you know. We didn't have anywhere near the worst O-lineman in the league, though. Roquan Smith was the tackle leader. Sack leader was Mac Mason. Pick leader, Deion Jones. Not bad. Joey Sly, 23 of 27. Neil Nicholson hit 20 of 21, though. God damn. All right, let me look around the league really quickly. Justin Fields, how good are you at this point? 85 star. Not bad. I don't really think there's any other like young players that I'm super interested in seeing on how they developed for Chicago. Same with the Bengals. Well, maybe Jamar Chase, but I don't think he's there anymore. Burrow's an 88. It's not bad. Pretty sure Jamar Chase ended up in Atlanta. So, let's see. Josh Allen still leading the way for the Bills, 94. Of course, he ended up leaving in our Atlanta run. I don't really have anybody else I care that much about. I mean, well, defensively. Wanted to see how good Ed Oliver. Well, I got my answer. Said I wanted to see how good Ed Oliver was, who I think starts off as a star. 97 X Factor. Right. When I'm repairing the engine in F1, should I repair it all at the same time or dueling the damage part? I always do it all at the same time because if you're going to take a grid penalty, you might as well just take one massive grid penalty. And Brando, what's going on? We're doing well. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. Somewhat quiet day, but I'm doing good. Judy's up to a 91. Noah Fant. Some high overalls on Denver. Jeez. Patrick Surtain. An 89. Denver, how are you not doing well? You got great players. Warrior, I have indeed tried Portimao on F1. It's a lot of fun, actually. It is a lot of fun. Baker's an 88. Haskins never developed. Guelph Storm have a new ownership group. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I can't say like anything immediately comes to mind, positive or negative, about the Guelph Storm. It's just they're a team. Choose the starter in Tampa. You know, Trask is a 73. Interesting. Of course, the Bulldogs, we kind of know. I mean, Osborne went 16 of 21. Oof. Thomas with under 1,000 yards. Osborne did have 9 rushing touchdowns to lead our team, though. Alex Curtis was not the reception leader. It was Freddie Noel. Yeah, our offense, despite being the best aspect of our team, sucked. Damn. Indeed, AJ, that's what I do. Joey Bingham did have 12 sacks, though. And then Slack was 14 of 19. Ugh. Boy, nothing went right for us in that season. Absolutely nothing. Kyler Murray, 43 and 7. 91. 91. How good's Christian Kirk? Pretty damn good. Is there anybody else that comes to mind? Like Isaiah Simmons and Zaven Collins, I guess. 85. Just trying to take a look here, because normally we only look at quarterbacks. I kind of want to take a look elsewhere. Herbert didn't go X Factor. Go figure. And when I first read the statement, I thought they were folding. That's not a good sign now, is it? Travis Etienne. Anybody else on this Chargers team that comes to mind? I guess blocking wise, Elton Wiener. Problem is, well, okay, so Rashawn Slater actually was still on the team. I was gonna say, he and Penei Sewell were the 2 O-linemen I really wanted to see. I don't know if Sewell will still be on Detroit for his sake. I hope not. No disrespect, Deke Slayer, and other Lions fans. Goodness. All right, you know what? I want to get to the draft. As much as I wanted to look through some of those attributes, I want to get to the draft. It is fun seeing how other players develop and what overall they end up being, and if they go X Factor like Ed Oliver did, but let's get to the draft, man. Let's get to the draft. We'll see how the playoffs pan out. And we'll sim to the next week again and see who is in the boopy. Indeed, we are in St. Louis now. Panthers and Steelers in Super Bowl 60. Jets beat the Ravens. Browns beat the Jags. Steelers beat the Pats. Jets beat the Chiefs. Steelers beat the Browns. Steelers beat the Jets. The Jets almost made it to a Super Bowl. Saints over the Cardinals. Football team over the Cowboys. Panthers over the Lions. Panthers over the Saints. 49ers over the football team. And Panthers over the Niners. So the battle of the 5 seeds. Steelers and Panthers. Gonna look at this, because we know Sam Darnold turned into a monster for the Panthers. He went X Factor. Yeah. Gets away from the Jets, and there you go. Of course, they have McCaffrey, who's an X Factor. DeAndre Hopkins, DJ Moore. Oh my God. So they're gonna win the Super Bowl. They have a good O-line. Wheelchair, what's going on, man? Brian Burns on the D-line. Boy, if this team doesn't win the Super Bowl. Oh my God. Why are the Panthers always so stacked? Horns up to an 86. Crimson Chin. This team better win the Super Bowl. How good are the Steelers? Yeah, the Panthers are going to win the Super Bowl. I don't care if Harris is a 99 superstar. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. These are 2 pretty damn good teams. Oh my God. So the steel curtain's back. Hunter and Aaron Donald both on the D-line. Oh my God. TJ Watt still on the team. Devin Bush. Minka's a 99. Our former kicker, Dalton Derby, might just win a Super Bowl. This is crazy. These are two outrageously good teams competing for the Boopy. And I can't wait to see who wins it. We do have the yearly award first, though. How are they under the cap? That's a good question. Christian McCaffrey wins league MVP. Coach of the year was Urban Meyer again. Offensive player of the year in the AFC, James Robinson. Defensive player of the year, TJ Watt. Offensive rookie, Ricky Wall. We didn't have anybody up there. And defensive rookie, Ringer finished third. So that's a little bit disappointing. NFC offensive player of the year was McCaffrey. Defensive player of the year was Khalil Mack, who is now in Philadelphia. Who's going to win the Super Bowl? Unfortunately, we didn't win any awards. I have no idea who's going to win between these two teams. It's a complete toss-up. The answer is Pittsburgh by a field goal. And their quarterback, who was only like, what, a 78, 79, wins Super Bowl MVP. The Steelers now have their 8th Super Bowl. And the Panthers fall short in the Super Bowl for the 3rd time in franchise history. That's rough. That is rough. Thanks, I hate it. Sorry, Chris. Yinzer mode activated. I mean, it's not surprising that they won that. That defense was just gross. Not that Carolina's wasn't. The Padres suck. Yeah, they're going to miss the playoffs. I don't know what's up with that, but the Padres are going to miss the playoffs as Aaron Donald and Cameron Hayward both retire as champions. DeAndre Hopkins retires after a Super Bowl loss. J.J. Watt's gone. Keenan Allen. Khalil Mack. Tannehill's gone. Will Tom Brady finally retire? Matthew Stafford is gone. Is Tom Brady still going to play at 49 years old? Pulavati. Sure. Kyle Van Noy. Oh, Tom Brady's gone. After 26 years, and just like he said he would in real life, Gronk will retire when Brady retires. And damn it, they go out together in a blaze of glory. Beautiful. Beautiful. And they say Madden isn't realistic. And they say he was 48, if not 49. He was up there. He was up there. It's the best way I can explain it. Old man Brady. Old man Brady. Oh, so question in the chat. Did the Discord notifications go out tonight that we were streaming? Because they didn't go out last night, apparently. Just double checking. Alright. They did go out. Alright, cool. Alright, free agent recap. Who went where? Apparently Harrison Butker is still a 96. Boy, these kickers and punters are decent, huh? So Allen Robinson went to the Bengals. Mike Gallup, J.C. Jackson to the Bucks. Grady Jarrett's on the move. No, like, super high overalls, though. Darius Toney, the greatest giant of all time. Browns signed a 57 overall. Do players become coaches after they retire in Madden like an NBA? They don't, unfortunately. They should, but they don't. So it's like NHL has that, NBA has that. Some other games do not. So here we go, chat. It is another draft that, again, the AI will control. We do have, by far and away, the #1 pick. So the question is, who does the AI take? We have an O-lineman, #1 on the board, Sean Cobb, who looks like a beast. So good. Would love for him to be the pick. Donovan Irving could be the pick. I hope not. I hope not. There is a 7.8 combine score wide receiver, Paul Cheeks. He's 6'3", he can jump, he's as strong as an ox. Isn't the fastest in the world, but I wouldn't complain. There's also Jonathan Winfield, who honestly I wouldn't really like. Again, he's not the fastest in the world, not the most agile, doesn't jump the highest, isn't the strongest. So I mean, Cheeks, Cobb, they would be decent. Seth Childress at quarterback. Does have a good arm. LaMarcus Gaddis on the O-line also wouldn't be that bad. There are a lot of red diamonds here. A lot. Oh no. Oh no. So many red diamonds. Swizz, you're just in time for the first round pick. You are just in time. Alright, man. Alright. Here we go. With the #1 overall pick, the St. Louis Bulldogs take offensive lineman Sean Cobb. Yes. Oh, thank God the AI's not dumb. At least on this occasion. Yes. We get the next Penei Sewell. Pretty much. Woo. Yes. 80 overall O-lineman. Let's go. We needed that. We needed that badly. 76 linebacker just went to the Steelers. Jesus. Second round. Is there anybody on the board to pay attention to? Okay. Landry Zimmerman. Combine's not amazing. Steve James. Please, God, can you imagine? You're in a 4.37. Oh, that'd be a great player to get. Stevie. What about Jerry Boyd? Yeah, not so sold on Jerry. Sammy McDowell. Not so sold on Sal. Oh, God, this is awful. Nick Allison. Again, the type of guy who's tall as hell, strong and fast. And then Sheldon Barker. Sheldon would be great. I'm hoping for Barker or James. Barker or James. Come on, AI. And they took the running back, Jerry Boyd. 75 overall out of Ohio State. I wasn't totally sold on his combine stats. That's not a disaster to get a 75 overall guy in round 2. But it could have been a little bit better. And third rounds, yeah, who the hell knows? So we're at the point there was a guy named Slayton. Why is the AI drafting? Because that's the challenge. Let them draft for me to make it an absolute nightmare. Well, let's send to the end of the draft, and we'll take it from there. See who else we managed to get. But I do feel like with the first 2 picks, they did pretty good. At least by AI standards. They did pretty good. All right, to the recap. To the recap. So how good is Cobb? So we have a superstar left tackle and a hidden dev left tackle, which is beautiful. 92 strength. He's already the 26th ranked left tackle in the league. This guy is fantastic. Thank you very much, Sean Cobb. How good is Jerry Boyd? Normal dev. That hurts a little bit, but he will be our second choice running back. That's unfortunate. We took a corner. Zach McDowell. He's only a 67. Normal dev. 71 rated Melvin Mitchell at wide receiver. Normal dev. He is fast at least, but that's about it. 70 rated running back Nolan Hayward. Normal dev. Oh, man. Well, they hit with the first pick at least. Tavon Sweeney as a linebacker. Normal dev. And Levi Quick. Normal dev. At wide receiver. He's not even that fast. Cobb is a home run. McDowell is solid. Or, not McDowell, but Boyd was solid. Everybody else, That's rough. Irving was a 74. How good was Cheeks? Yeah. The O-lineman's nice, but that wide receiver would have been something else. 91 speed, 92 jumping. I mean, he's not quite Megatron, but he's not far off. Hello, Frank. How are you? And there was Whitfield, who was a 75 hidden dev as well. Curtis Tigner. What a name. Could be Tigner. Childress, Miles, Gaddis. Just want to look off of ratings here. Normal dev. Still a pretty good pick for the Lions. How good is this guy at the end for the Steelers? All right, cool. Second round. We ended up with Boyd. James. Oh, yeah, you blew it. Oh, Mungo was right there. He was right there, AI. And you took the running back when we really don't need one. Fuck. We would have had that guy for sure. I would have taken him. And that's why it's a challenge to let the AI draft. Because not getting a player like that hurts a lot. How good was Barker? He was the other one that I liked. I mean, he still would have been better than the running back. That's rough. That's a little bit rough. Round 3, there was a 77. Can you imagine if the AI drafted that guy for us in round 3? Could you imagine? That's one of the best steals I've seen this year. This was a good draft, man. This was a good draft, and the AI did us no favors. I could have built a Super Bowl winning team in this draft alone. How did the AI had to actively try to not draft a great team? They had to actively try. 76 hidden dev, round 4 tight end. The AI had to actively try. The AI isn't trying to fuck on us. The AI is fucking on us, and I don't like it. I don't like it. And from there, the overalls really drop off. That is, that's one of our most disappointing drafts yet, if I'm being honest with you. There was tremendous potential there for the AI to really get us some difference makers, and the AI choked. Absolutely choked. Now, here's the good news, chat. If I'm not mistaken, we should be able to leave St. Louis now, at least after this year. So we'll see if we can get that set up. And then, we get to check the free agent list and hope to God somebody's there. There we go. So let's confirm that we will be relocating. We will be leaving St. Louis. It'll be completely up to a wheel spin once the time comes. Once the time comes, the world tour will continue. For the moment, God, let's put a prediction up in chat. Let's put a prediction up in chat. Will we find a star dev? Yes or no? And let's see what we can do here. So at quarterback. Again, the prediction is up in chat. Frank Hillhouse. Is he haunted? Leslie Hurst. Bernard Edwards. Will we find a star dev player? We got a lot of spots to look. Will we find anybody? Vince Nixon. Austin Marks. The other Osborne. Not very good, though. Is everything coming up Hillhouse? Ted May. Alright, we're getting some great generated names, at least. Jared Sidney. And Kerry Todd. I'd say Kerry Todd, a year older than Hardison, 3 points better. Yeah, we'll sign up Kerry Todd for the moment. And Hardison. Running back, Steve Gerard. Not able to sign him. Mike Wilcox, we'll definitely sign him. I swear to God, I read Syracuse as Sycamore, and I got very excited. I mean, I'm just saying EA should add Bishop Sycamore as a college. That's all. I want to draft players out of Bishop Sycamore. That's all. Oh my God, give me somebody. Please. And this is why I didn't say, hey, will we get like over under 1.5 star dev players? Like, no, will we get a star dev player? Because the luck has been abysmal. We will sign the 22-year-old Larry Andrews. Don't know if we'll keep him, but he's the best running back available. Fullbacks, Jose Gibson. He'll get cut. We have a better fullback than that. Wideouts. Come on. Hey! Well, for those of you who made that prediction early, congratulations. The 16% of you that said yes. I mean, he's trash. I'll put the same prediction right back up there. But, yeah, Chris Flynn, a star dev, has arrived. The first wide receiver that we looked at has turned 3K into 18. And it's worth keeping, because I have some ideas for channel points. Why is this potential not hidden? Because he's a free agent. It's just how it works. You would think they would keep it hidden because he's a rookie, but... although that would make it an absolute pain in the ass to try to do this challenge. To have to guess if somebody has a good dev pattern. Oh, man. Can we find anybody else? We're getting some half-decent overalls here. Quite a few of them, but I need somebody else with a dev pattern. Bud Boston. Bud Boston. A 69 overall at 23 years old. Bud Boston. Incredible. We'll also sign Tyler Larson. And Marcus Brooks for the moment as well. No guarantees we keep any of those guys. Tight ends, this looks tragic. This looks tragic. Hidden Dever Star higher anyway, yes. Oh no. So we might need to do a full prediction of do we end up with the #1 overall pick again this upcoming year. Kenny Brandt, Steve Roberts. Dom Madden Football. Tim Donaldson. How about Josh Donaldson getting a standing ovation in Toronto? That was cool. Well, Tracy Ginn, you are the best option, most likely. Like you and McLean, this is awful. The AI drafted us 1.5 decent tight end, and that was it. So, looks like he did AJ indeed. Unless the Coyotes checks are bouncing. Dude, those are some underrated chips. Bugles are a great road trip food. It used to be a go-to road trip food for my family. So I agree with this. Well, I don't know if we're going to get another star player. We'll sign Alonzo Stanley. I doubt he stays. Left guard. So what we'll do is we'll sort out the offense and then figure out the defense again like we did last year. Doesn't looking too good. As is tradition. Richard Womack. Good old Dick Womack. Well, Clay Cotton. And Tatum. Gene Tatum. Have to be the two guys. Imagine you could sort by dev pattern. Oh yeah, devs. We've brought up that point quite a few times. It would make this so much faster. But no, why would we be able to do that? It's only something that I've mentioned every single year. Well, Jeff O'Leary will be the signing, but no other dev patterns to speak of so far. Thaddeus Hardwick. He's trash, but he is another star dev. Congrats to the 2/3 of people just about that said we'd find another one. I'll put it up one more time. If anyone wants to go triple or nothing, have fun. Knock yourselves out. That is now 2 star dev players. They are both like the lowest overall guys at their position that happen to be available. But hey, star dev is star dev. Imagine being able to use left trigger. Or if it was just right next to archetype before it started the attributes, you know? Like there's literally space on this screen. Alright, well, we'll also sign Robbie Knox for the moment. I very much doubt he makes the team. And then right tackle to round out any potential offensive recruits. I mean, Ice Dogs, people have asked me to do that type of thing where I only draft players from like a certain conference or something like that. I'm sure we'll do it eventually. That's pretty much what we do with franchise modes, right? Is we always find a way to try to make it more difficult, have a theme to it. So go back down to the bottom here. Just to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Yeah, we have been very unfortunate in terms of a very low amount of breakout moments combined with the players that we actually get out of the free agent list with the dev pattern just being horrible. Just horrible. Like nothing to work with as a starting overall. And the last guy is Nick Vincent. So sign him. Honestly, I might just go forward and go through the defense right now to get this part over with. And then we'll sort out the team from there. Let's do it. Left end, Quincy Bigby. It's a shame too, because if we were to sign people on like the all-name team, we'd have a pretty cool squad. There have been some whopper names that have shown up on the free agent list. And then you got Steve Johnson, James Patterson, and Luke Kinney, who's not that bad. White Sox are pooping on the Rangers. Jesus. DT. Boy, I'm not holding my breath here. I am not holding my breath here. This looks like it's going to be awful. No matter the sport, Rangers still suck. Not true. Shout out to Steven Gerrard's Rangers. Champions of the Scottish Prem. Don't you forget it. Well, it's not looking too good at defensive tackle here, is it? Corbin Pounds. What a name. Shaq Samuel. Good old Shaq Sam. Zach Phillips and Jamon Grenard. Jamin. Quentin Jammer. OG just saying it. Jesus Christ. I mean, that's an OG. That's an OG stream if I've ever heard of one. That sounds about right. Power hours are weird. Yes, they are. But it's also OG at its best, so fair enough. Come on, one more star player here. We might actually have the prediction run out. It's been 4 minutes and 10 seconds since our last star player. At least Alex Cousins is a good starting overall. Linebackers, where we have had god-awful luck. Can we find anybody? The answer appears to be no. DeAndre Jones. I don't know if we're ever going to be able to find playoff success unless the AI actually starts drafting us linebackers, because we cannot seem to find anybody on the free agent list. Alexander and Charlton aren't even available. Sign Ezekiel Watson. Frank, I haven't tried that moment yet with old Schwindel. There's so much to do on MLB right now, it's crazy. Like shit, Madden's coming out, time to pump our game full of content. Oh, come on, Joseph, get out of here. Give me one decent linebacker, please. Please, please, please. One decent linebacker. Come on. You know you want to. Please. It's not looking too good, man. It's not looking too good at all. 22 and a 62. Taylor Logan. And on the right, we have everyone's as a sub 60 overall. I had some hope and optimism with this challenge a couple seasons ago. Right now, my hope and optimism has been dashed. The AI really screwed up the draft. And now we're just kind of stuck having to deal with this. Corners. And there's a lot of them. We have had some luck with star dev corners, as is tradition, but oh man. Chuck Bass, nope. Oh, as opposed to hold Bass, I guess. Dude, there's just nothing. There's just nothing. DeJuan wasn't the one. Quincy Wheeler. Oh. Well, the sooner we get through this portion of tonight's stream, the better. Sean Tavius, by the way. And that's a name in the player pool. Sean Tavius. Peter Linder, 23 and a 64. That's absolute garbage. I mean, we're signing Sean Tavius. He's probably the best corner to sign. Sean-Tavius Hodge. What a guy. Safeties. Anybody? It's been about 10 minutes now since I found another star player. Pure torture. We got a shit wide receiver and a shit O-lineman, if I'm not mistaken. Tremaine Frost. Monkus. What was the Monkus name from? I remember the meme, but I don't remember where the hell that came from. We'll sign Sheldon Dockery, I guess. 23 and a 65. Could also go for Eric Blakely. On the other side, Darryl Bryan. Goes NHL 05 staff credits. Hey, we got one! And he's trash! Devin Wary. The percentages that said no kept going down. We're going to throw one more up there just to see what happens. We got the rest of this and kickers and punters to look at, so vote at your own risk. But Blakely is Balake. Okay, Aaron. Fair enough. Oh my god, we just got one immediately. Well, I'm going to end submissions now. And let's do it again. Immediately, we found another star dev guy. And he's actually not that bad. Taylor Spikes. We'll call him the son of Takeo. So we're getting a couple of star dev safeties at least. And then there was Corey Sheffield at the top, who's not that bad, but he just got overshadowed. So again, vote at your own risk because we only have kickers and punters to look at. Howie Bacon. Howie Bacon. What a name. Greg McDonald. Josh Murray. Loomis, Gabriel, and Farr are not available. So, I mean, McDonald will probably get cut. And then at punter, your last hope, Dalton Cooper. I mean, this guy looks good. He's 23 and a 75. Mike Rowe, dirty jobs. Normal dev, though. So to whoever voted yes at the last minute at 17%, I respect your bravery. But you did lose. Okay, so we ended up with a couple of star dev guys. I have 109 players on the roster right now. Let's see what we got. So the game AI drafting, is it just hoard as many picks? No, we only stay with 7 picks a year. Again, we're all about the torture. Bradley Hicks. After a couple years here, Bradley, we're going to let go of you. The question is, do we hold Kerry Todd or Jeremiah Hardison? And Kerry has some speed to him, whereas Hardison has a slightly better arm, but Kerry still has 90 throw power. So Jeremiah Hardison we're going to let go of as well. So Bobby Osborne will still be our starter. Running backs. Oh boy. So Cole Linton is definitely gone. Larry Andrews is definitely gone. And there's Hayward, which means Mike Wilcox is definitely gone. Now, to be honest, MVP and Witherspoon were star devs, but man, they're 26. So Montel Vontavious Porter, you must go. I'm sorry. And Sherrod Witherspoon also has to go. So the 2 new running backs that the AI just drafted for me will be behind Trevor Thomas. Still have Chris Pope at fullback. Didn't go up to star dev or anything. Wide receiver. Again, if Freddie Noel could have a breakout moment, that would be great. That would be great. Chris Flynn's definitely gone. No, he's the star dev. But he's 6 points behind Tyler Larson. 24 and a 66. Paul Benedict is definitely gone. And there's Marcus Brooks, who's just ahead. Levi Quick, who was drafted. Bradley is a year older than Quick, but the same overall. So Devin Bradley we'll let go of. I mean, we gotta let go of some half-decent people here, unfortunately. It's just the way it is. Unless we practice squad a lot of wide receivers, which I feel like is our best bet. Because even like Bud Boston deserves a spot, but like Joey Winters is 25, star dev. He's not going to develop at this point. There's just no way. So we'll probably let Joey go, even though he was star dev. Which means, honestly, Chris Flynn at his overall is unlikely to go either. We're going to have to practice squad a lot of wide receivers. Because even if we keep 6, that means Melvin Mitchell makes the team and Bud Boston and everyone below him are out. Tight ends, oh boy. Kendall Burke's definitely gone. Montel Leak, you are gone. I hate to say it. Tracy Ginn, you're gone. CJ McLean, you're gone. So tight end stays the same again. There's been such little change there. On the O-line now, again, it's Cobb and Davis, which is great. I haven't really been optimizing the O-line. I'll probably just leave those two both at left tackle to move one over to the right tackle position. Or we can just move somebody over. Guess I'll move Sean Cobb over. Well, actually, he's hidden dev. Let's move Dexter over to that right-hand side. These guys might end up being guards. I'm going to wait. Like I said, it's kind of a pain in the ass to take a second to optimize it. I can do it at any time. So, unfortunately, Alonzo Stanley is out by 1 overall point. Left guard. Clay Cotton doesn't make the cut, nor does Gene Tatum. Center. I guess we'll just get rid of O'Leary. It doesn't even really matter. They're both trash. Right guard. Absolutely no changes there. Okay, so if we optimize, Austin Coleman might end up being in a starting spot. Hardwick, let's be honest, he's star dev. He's never going to develop. He's a 23-year-old, 57 overall. So, despite the fact that we found him, he's out. And then right tackle is pretty straightforward. Rasheem Hall can go. Aaron Stanley. Take the penalty, that's fine. Basically, it's do we keep Brandon Griffin or dev up Aaron Campbell. 5 points in 3 years for Campbell seems unlikely. We'll move on from him. Also move on from Nick Vincent. There were some decent right tackles here, but those guys wouldn't be massive improvements elsewhere. Defensively, oh boy. I mean, Oscar Ramirez is out after 1 season. He doesn't really have anything going on. Stevie Johnson is also out. And then on the right, Matt Andrews is also out. So 23 and a 66. It's going to be Caldwell or Corbett, and I think they're both normal dev. I'm going to keep Caldwell, so Corbett, hey, enjoy the payout. DTs, what do we got? Nick Watford's definitely gone. I hate to say it, but Shaq Samuel is definitely gone. Harold Oliver might as well be gone. We're not getting a ton of help here. Quincy Schaefer will stay as our third string option. Linebackers. Might as well cut Watson. Stay with who we have. And then on that right-hand side, it's Just tragic. Keep Bobby Talbot. Should have kept the left side linebacker, moved him over to the right, but it's not going to make a major difference. Steve Johnson's going to be cut in favor of Devon Sweeney. Taylor Logan will be cut. When we have, at least every linebacker's in the 70s, but when that's the best thing you can say about your linebacking core, that's a problem. Tavon Chamberlain's definitely gone. Waller's definitely gone. And from there, Khalid Bush, because he's 26, even though he is star dev, he's not going to get better, so sorry, Khalid. So those will be our 5, which is pretty bad. And then safety is, we found Quincy Warner last year. He won't be able to develop in time. Sorry, Quincy, you're out. And Cade Slack, Dave Smart. I didn't end up signing that kicker, and that's fine. So we're down to 67 players. Do I have that many wide receivers? Unless it just hasn't updated yet. I don't think it has. So I don't really see how we're at 67, but we will try to get people onto the practice squad, but really quickly then. In terms of our focus. I think we will. Well, okay, so Curtis is an X factor. Doesn't really need to be boosted up at all. So what difference does that make? Oakman's 27, Calhoun's 24. So we're looking at like Dakota Gay, Dexter Davis, Joey Bingham, Brian Bates, and might as well go for Osborne at quarterback. Takes Osborne a little bit though to get up there in terms of overall. Like he's shit, didn't want to go to free practice. Osborne unfortunately is like never gonna be this crazy good QB like Colt Johnson. He is not. It honestly wouldn't upset me that badly to have the AI draft a quarterback at this stage. It wouldn't. But I at least want to find out. I don't know if we'll sim this season tonight. We might wait. I at least want to find out where this team is moving. So we'll wait until we get that official choice. Demetrius Turner gets better. Raver, I'm going to play a bit of basketball, but yeah, we're definitely getting some F1 tonight as well. I got to get better. Got to get better, you know? One thing we didn't do was team schemes. 92% on the vertical zone run. 91% on the 4-6, which is fine by me. Alright, we'll sim our preseason game. So we're up apparently to an 81 rated team, if that's to be believed. Which is, I mean, awesome. It's the only way to put it. Like, we are actually into a somewhat competitive rating setup here. Which I certainly wouldn't have expected this soon. I actually thought it would take longer. I guess the addition of the AI draft picks have helped, at least in terms of overall, even if they've missed the mark quite a few times on getting us like good dev patterns. Brian Bates, he stays at an 81. Dexter Davis. Well, kindly. Stays in 75, 76 as well. Vincent at tight end. He keeps getting better. We're getting closer to have 2 decent tight ends, which will help out the offense quite a bit. Raheem Peters as well, if he can continue to develop as an offensive threat. He's already a good blocker. Brooks at center. He's now a scheme fit. Alex Curtis keeps getting better as our X Factor wide receiver. It costs him less points to get upgrades than it does Osborne, which is absurd. All right, Arizona in the preseason. We lost that as well. I still don't think we've ever won a preseason game. As horrific as that is, I don't think we've ever won a preseason game. Don't know what that says about our team. Probably nothing good. It is the preseason, though. Alright, and DOS upgrades. Cody Sheehan, who was an AI draft pick a few years ago, gets better. +1. Not too bad. Trayvon Bowman at linebacker. Doesn't get an upgrade, that's okay. Skylar Carlisle on the O-line. He's now a scheme fit. And Steve Tolbert. I believe is up to a natural 73 now. Which is still pretty good. So again, fingers crossed for breakout moments this season. Just anything that can help us moving forward. That would be great. Remember Vegas scored 9 goals against Vancouver in the first ever preseason game? No, I don't at all. I'll take your word for it, though. Alright, so on the roster here, apparently, we gotta get rid of like 14 or some odd players. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. So again, anybody below Mitchell, it's moving them to the practice squad and hoping for the best. Brooks, Levi Quick. That does not explain why it's registering me as having so many players on the team, though. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, it's saying I have to cut 9 players. I don't think I do, though. It's showing me as having 62 players, but I don't have 62 players. I have my roster set up to the normal size that we always do. Why is it registering me as having 62 players? Did I break it? I feel like I broke it. Did I find a way to break Madden again? There's no way we have 62 players on roster. Yeah, see, if I bring up cut players, it doesn't... Like, nobody's actually there to get rid of. Look at Madden, Ryan, and Break. I'm literally going to count this. We got 3, +3, +1, +6, +3, +2, +2, +2, +2, +2, +3, +2, +3, +3. +3. Wait, I know, I mean, I get that I can look at the draft page too, but literally, I just to prove a point, 53 on the dot. If it cuts anybody for me, I'm gonna be pissed. It better not cut anybody. I have 53 players on the dot. If it ditches anybody off of my roster, I'm gonna be furious. Because I don't remember force trade's a thing. Oh, you motherfuckers, there's no way. Are you fucking joking me? So what, can I sign them back? I dropped my controller. What the fuck? What? I had 53 players on roster and it said I had 50 or 62. Free safety Gardner. Punter Smarts. Kicker Slack. Outside linebacker Fitzsimmons. This is unbelievable. Warner, I'm pretty sure I wanted to cut, right? I definitely cut Khalid Bush on purpose. Yeah, that was week 1. So it dropped 4 players. But it doesn't even make sense that it dropped 4 players because it was registering me as 9 players over. My guys better still be there. Okay, there's Edward Gardner. Signing him back. Let's get the linebacker Fitzsimmons. Thank you. This game never ceases to amaze me. I'm pretty sure my kicker's gone. My punter's there, but I think somebody signed Cade Slack. Is there a force trade option? Because it did. It took away my kicker. And now it's saying I'm still 3 players over. The football team just stole my kicker. And there's no point in restarting the game now. They're already off the team. I'm pretty sure there's a force trade option I can turn on. Trade type. All right, so what we have to do is just sign the top free agent possible and then immediately flip him for my kicker. Because somebody like A.J. Dillon will still have way more value than a kicker. This game never ceases to amaze me with how we managed to break it. And that's only the players I know about. I wouldn't be surprised if it cut players and didn't tell me who they cut. Yeah, I'll be taking back my kicker. Thank you. Yeah, there we go. All right, so now it's still showing me as being 4 over. How? At least my quarterbacks are there, my running backs are there. It got rid of my fullback. And a wide receiver. And a center. Are you joking me? And an outside linebacker. Nelson, shut up. Nobody cares about your opinion. My God. Cool. It didn't even say like, hey, we cut your punter. He just disappeared. Are you joking me?
For those about to score, I salute
Alex, thank you for the 32 on the Prime. Welcome to probably the end of this challenge for me. What the hell? Your mom does. That's not what she told me. So the problem is, I don't know when the autosave last kicked in. So backing out's not going to help. Re-signing players isn't going to help because the game is still registering me as having too many players to begin with. Yeah, fuck it. Might as well just back out and see how far back it takes me, if at all. Wow, yeah. You know the meme. You know the meme. Hold on. EA, we're just gonna put the meme up for the rest of this, okay? Here, I'm just gonna put the meme up for the rest of this. There we go. Let's just put that there until we and it's still showing me as having 4 players too many. Well, guys, I think this challenge series is done. It's registering me as having too many players and is randomly cutting players off of my team. I'm pretty sure we're done. I can poke around to see if there's a solution out there for this. But right as this team starts to become competitive, we might be done. Now, my fullback was dropped to the practice squad, but even if I bump him up to the practice squad, it's just going to cut him. I believe Brooks was my center. I don't know what to do. So at least I believe that the guys that it looked like it cut, it at least just dropped him down to the practice squad. I don't know what to do. I mean, it might be counting practice squad guys, but I doubt it because there's way more than 4 here, obviously. I mean, it's week 1. It's saying I have to cut 4 players. I'll poke around with this off stream, most likely. And, I will try to figure it out. I guess, like, I don't know. I don't really feel like sitting here and getting aggravated. Because people who are paid hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars a year, can't do their fucking jobs correctly. Sorry, not sorry. But something like this is pretty goddamn inexcusable from a lower level independent studio, let alone something under the EA brand. And I have dealt with glitches and bullshit since this game came out, and I don't know if I want to deal with any more. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do here? It says cut 4 players and then shows 1 player to cut. What do you even want me to do here? We'll sim our training session really quickly. I'll sim ahead and I'll see if it cuts anybody else. But if it drops us down and again registers it as we have 53 players, then there's literally nothing I can do but be short on having a full roster this year, I guess. Just gonna auto upgrade everybody, which I normally don't do. Let's just do that to save time. So we'll sim this game against the Giants. Shows us at 53 players when we very much don't have 53 players. Again, 3 plus 3 plus 5 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 2, plus 3, plus 1, plus 5, plus 1, plus 2, plus 1, and I have a whole new kicker and punter. I have 44 players on this fucking roster, and it's being registered at 53. I guess we're done. I guess we're done. We talked about at the start of the night how I'm glad I still started this series because, of course, as expected, they delayed the new scouting update until October. All the warning signs were there that they were going to do it, and they did. And now, my fucking franchise mode breaks. Where we have 44 players on the roster, it's registering it as 43. It does not fucking make sense. And if I add anybody to the roster, it says we have too many players. From our practice squad, from free agency. This is ridiculous. This is absolutely ridiculous. 45. Well, wait, hold on. How was it? What was it? 43? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I mean, if it was 43, this registers as 45 players. So it's not the practice squad. This is just fucked. So watch, if I sign Tolbert from the practice squad, cut one player. We're done. I guess I'm done with Madden. What a fucking joke, man. Invest this much time into this challenge and get this team to a competitive state, and then the game fucking breaks. What the fuck? Unless there's a prior save point I can go back to. But I don't believe so. Yeah, there's no prior save point I can go back to. It's just not there. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the world tour of Houston to London to St. Louis, and that's it. Because that's where we get cut off. I don't even know what the hell I can do. Unless I can sim to the end of this season, but not be able to develop certain players. Like, what the hell am I even supposed to do? What the hell am I even supposed to do? Like, at best, it is just carry certain guys on the practice squad. It keeps cutting my kicker and punter for no fucking reason. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable, man. Absolutely unacceptable. So it got rid of Peters, it got rid of Schaefer, Gardner, Smart, Slack. Basically got rid of pretty much everybody it got rid of before. Except now we added Schaefer and Peters that just randomly get cut. And in terms of who got signed, Smart ended up on the Colts. Slack ended up back on the football team. I'll see what I can do to try and salvage this, but I'm not doing it tonight. This game can suck a fat one. That might be it, though. That honestly might be it. At best, I'm able to get the bare minimum number of players on the team, have it not automatically release people. It just... This doesn't make sense. This just doesn't make sense. It really doesn't. Got rid of Peters. Got rid of Schaefer, a DT, Gardner, Smart, Slack, Fitzsimmons. In terms of who got signed. Smart ended up on the Colts. Again, Slack ended up on Washington. I'm gonna see if I can salvage this right now, and if I can't, that's it. If I can't salvage this, I'm done with it. So we'll drop Melvin Mitchell, I guess, to the practice squad because we're only allowed to carry 5 wide receivers instead of 6. At tight end, we're only allowed to carry 2 tight ends, so if I sign Peters, I have to immediately bring him back to the practice squad. I'm literally not allowed to have a fullback on the team. This is so fucking stupid. Oh my god. Alright. Let's go to Trade Center. Probably going to have to get picks or other players involved. Again, I want my kicker back. Thank you. That trade literally defies all logic, but there we go. I want my kicker back. Thank you. If we go to the Colts, I want my punter back as well. EA, thank you. I can't even add Tress Way to a trade. It won't let me add him to the deal. How fucking broken is this game? God damn it. So that glitch is still in there where you can only do 1 trade at a time. That's great. Yep, gotta make 1 trade. You better back all the way out. You know, flat out, I had the mindset recently of, in certain aspects of my life, I've been a bit too negative. You know? Like, for example, there was the tweet today of like, hey, Cole Beasley's being a douche. And I'm like, hey, isn't this guy a douche? And it's like, what's the point of me saying he's a douche? It doesn't do anything. Who gives a shit? I'm going to just stop saying stuff like that. And I'm like, just going to cut out some of that stuff that doesn't need to be said, that unneeded, continued negativity. Who cares? And then Madden breaks on me the same night. Just daring me to go off. My God. If we swap 7ths, is that enough? Just give me my damn player back. I might be done with Madden, even if I can salvage this. This has really tested my patience with this game. We had the glitches before. We had the white screen of death, the flashbang at the drafts. But the bottom line is, as I try to enjoy this game, and I've always said, like, it's more Madden. At this point, it's like, again, I'd almost rather go back and play older Maddens. Go back and play NFL 2K5. Go back and play All-Pro. Because at least older Maddens, it felt like they cared. It just... like, I have... and again, like, the meme that I continue to leave on screen intentionally I know what a broken, buggy mess this can be, but I still try to enjoy it as much as I can for what a mess it is. And then it finds new ways to infuriate. Yeah, this game's broken, man. This game's broken as shit. It's broken as shit. I'm literally trying to send them a punter. Like, I've broken the coding. Something's gone wrong with the coding of the game. I think we're done. I don't even know anymore, man. I don't even know anymore. I'll try to fix this off stream. And if I can't, then we're done. We're done, man. If I can't fix this broken mess, I'm done with Madden for a while. For a while. Scouting update coming out in October or not. That's so frustrating. We've invested a good amount of time into this so far. And then this happens, dude. And now it's the type of thing for me too, where again, you guys know a lot of what we record on stream, we export over to YouTube. Is it fair to me to upload this to YouTube, knowing that this is how it's probably going to end? Because then I just feel like I'm wasting people's time. This sucks. Thanks, EA, for putting me into this position as a content creator. Thank you. I am one of the very few people in this goddamn directory that still plays this fucking mode. And now I'm not. Mills and like the 2 other people that play franchise mode, they can have the goddamn banner. Carry it, friends, and good luck. Because you're going to apparently need it. Because this game could just break at a moment's notice. If I can fix it, we might be back. If I can't fix it, I'm uninstalling this game.